Morning everyone and welcome in. We're going to do a quick little read for you. My name is Yolanda Roos and you're watching my channel Facilitated Light Well-Being. Let me get centered here. Today is Saturday when I'm recording this, the 24th, but it is a timeless message. These messages find you when they need to find you. Messages inside are meant to fill you, grow you, illuminate you, make you ponder something, make sure you're on the right path. So we're just going to tap into what the spirit guides want to say, nothing specific. We do have the new moon reading up there for the new moon cycle that has just started. So if you want to take a look at that, that is what you will be learning energetically, like what's coming in, what to be considering, things of that nature. So if you get a chance, you can take a peek at that. But today we're just going to kind of let them talk to us. So spirit guides, angels, most high, do you have any messages for the collective? Thank you. So these are energy reads. I read energy and I'll make them so we can see them. First two cards out, you have Six of Water, which is Six of Cups, memories, family, past things, past people. And then you have the Three of Water, or Eight of Water, which is letting go. So there may be something from your past, something from in your circle, in your field that you will be releasing or you need to consider releasing. I feel like we are all moving into a new life, a new era, if you say. It's not really like a new year per se. It is a new year, not to sound crazy, but like this is a new time. And I think that the old things or the old patterns, the old wounds, the old things, I think this kind of plays into that reading a little bit, but it's like the things that have happened in the past are done, okay? The old energy is done. The old way of doing things is done. You could revise it and do something, but in a new way, okay? So take that as it resonates. So we've got something that we're going to be letting go that's from our past, how we think, how we do, how we thought about things, how we feel toward our family. There might just be a shift in the energy that's going to be allowing us to walk away from old patterns, old things that could be getting in the way. Sorry about that. Your next card is Three of Fire, and Three of Fire is waiting for your ships to come in, being patient. This looks like a past, present, future type of thing. So you could have let go of something from your past, something, a memory, or walking away from the old things that you used to do. Maybe things had gotten in the way of walking towards something new, but now you have to wait for it to unfold. So this energy that we're in right now is very slow moving. It could have come in real quickly and then not fizzled out, but like there's delays. There's things that you have to wait for, and it could cause a little bit of impatience, thinking that things aren't going through, thinking, oh, here we go again, what are we going to be dealing with? But it's a slow moving energy. Once you have found what you're locking in on, it's setting the precedence this year of 2026 to allow it to come into fruition or expand going through this year and blossoming into the next year, maybe even 28. It's a slow, steady, grounded energy that's moving through to set you up for the next cycle, the next 10 15 years. So what's our last card or the finishing card for this? So we're got something coming in, releasing what has been old, waiting for the new thing that we're working toward to come in, and then excuse me, Two of Fire. Yep. So while you're waiting for this shift to happen, you're continuing to plant your seeds, do what you need to do to get to this next place. Two of Fire is possible travel. It's going towards something you want, and this is making me feel like you're going toward it, continue to pursue, but know that you have to be patient with what's coming in. Whatever it is that you're working toward or coming in, you are going to continue to build, continue to work on, continue to plant the seeds, get things ready, continue to manifest and kind of bring in what you want, laying the groundwork, but knowing, sorry, it's morning, that you have to be patient, okay? That it's not going to be, I feel like you might be feeling, this is what I just heard, you might want it now, and you're like, well, I really want to have it now, and this universe is like, yeah, no, it's not that kind of energy, sorry. So there could be a little bit of impatience. Any advice for the collective with this thing? Any advice for this spread? 10 of Water. Family, stability, emotional fulfillment. Okay, so whatever you're working on, they're saying, I don't think they're giving you advice. Of course, you should be stable with your family, but I feel like this is going to bring you some balance emotionally in your family, in your life. So this thing that you're walking away from and planting new seeds and growing in a new way is going to bring some balance and peace into your family, your emotional state, where you are when you're looking at things. Balance, yep, and inspiration. So you need to be, I feel like this is going with this, but you need to be finding balance within your world, between emotions and the physical world, like what's materialistically here and what's in your head. So what's material and what's spiritual or in your head, finding balance. And the inspiration that will come from finding balance is going to be moving this thing, excuse me, that you have to that next place. But it's requiring that you are inspired. You're very into whatever this thing is that you're doing, but just make sure you find the balance between your mental stability and your physical or material stability. You know, you may want to have fun and do things, or you might become impatient, but know that you need to be grounded. You need to be thinking logically, keeping your emotions in check. And I feel like the both of them, and then while you're inspiring, because when you're in the King of Fire or King of Wands energy, it's very, very much a lot on your plate. It's like it's a burden. It's like the CEO. So make sure as you're working toward these things, and you're going to be carrying a lot of burdens or a lot of things you're responsible for, that's where you're going, make sure you continue to keep balance, or it becomes overwhelming. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. This new thing that you're releasing the old thing. You have released it, and now you're waiting for the thing to come in. But the thing that you're working on, you have to continue to work on, because remember, this is a slow, steady moving energy, and you have to put the energy. This is kind of like a repeat of what's going in, just kind of in a different way. You have to continue to work on the thing that you want while you're waiting for it to come in and come to full fruition. And then it's saying that with this, the advice is that make sure you're balanced, because with this new thing that you're bringing in is going to give you more responsibility or leadership roles, something of that nature, or you're going to have a lot on your plate. So making sure that you keep yourself grounded and balanced in this. So just to reiterate, so you understand. So if this is resonating with you, because remember, guys, this is a collective message. So the energy is going to be you or someone you are directly related with, giving and receiving. So there's you or somebody else that is changing things, putting things into place. They're working on something, and it's coming, but it's not here yet. But the approach, I feel like even them, it's not a quick, like I'm running after it, but I feel like with the card, it's saying you just need to be patient. It is coming in. It is moving towards you. Just be patient. And that if this isn't affecting you, it's okay. It might not be your message. It's collective. But generally speaking, the energy is what you need to look at and consider when you're doing these things. Any last messages for this? Is there any other energies that will be present? All right. Strength. Of course, if you're doing new things. Ace of Fire, inspiration. Yeah, there's something that's coming to be that's an inspiration. And then the King of Earth. So you're going to have to pull on strength and be strong. This new thing that you are inspiring yourself to create, that you've decided to create, go and continue, because it's going to bring in that balance, that King of Earth, the King of Pentacles, the King of being on top of your financial or secure place. You don't have to be rich and famous to have a King of Pentacles in your life. It's being secure and feeling balanced and like you're gonna be okay. It's a security base. It's being secure and stable in your environment, in your life, not in lack mindset or anything. You're just going to be okay. Your world is going to be okay, because everybody's idea of rich and security and everything is different. So you take it as it resonates for you. All right, any message from the Elemental Oracle for the collective today? There's one. Let's see if we can get one more. Do you have one more? There we go. Okay, so your 2 cards from the Elemental. This is one of the decks that I got recently. It's called Elemental Oracle. It's a very earth-based deck, if you like it. It's an oracle. Movement and speed. All right, so maybe this is talking about, like, this is a slow energy, but I feel like you still have to do something. And maybe things are slow right now, and they're saying, just be careful. Maybe you need to get things in balance, because there is a speed of some sort, or things are going to be like that whoosh. Remember, if you've watched the channel and you're a returning person, we know that something is coming. There's a slow energy. It's building, but when it comes in, it's going to be like whoosh, here we go. So just be ready, or keeping yourself moving. That's what I'm also hearing. Movement. Like, don't get too sedentary, or get into your like, oh, it's not happening, because you're still supposed to continue working toward what you want, because I feel like it's coming but we have to continue to build it. Sorry, my eyes are being drawn. The squirrel's eating all my food. He does supercharged jump magnet onto my feeder, and then he's eating the bird's suet. Little jerk. So there's speed. There's movement. Continue working toward what you need to do. Don't stop. There, even though the progression energy is not quick, there is still a lot of groundwork that needs to be done, and we need to continue working on what we're trying to do, because I feel like the more we can get done and prepared, the less burden it will be later, because I feel like when it comes, it's going to be like in full force, and if you're not continuing to do what you need to do and set things up, it could get overwhelming when it all whooshes into place. So take that as it resonates. And then beginnings. Yeah, east. And there's a portal. So it's a gateway into a new beginning. And this is exactly what the cards were saying. Remember, there's that new thing, you're waiting for it, your ships to come in. So this energy that's coming, it's going to come in quick, but it's delayed right now. I'm sorry, it's just, I know it sounds confusing, but I feel like it's a delay. It's coming, but you need to continue to move toward it, because once it's here, it's going to flourish quickly. Like, I feel like divine timing. That's what I just heard, divine timing. So it's like they're giving you a leg up to be able to get yourself prepared, ready for whatever it is you're trying to create, whatever's coming in, so that you, when it comes, will be okay. That's like the Schumann resonance is going up in frequency. So we're learning how to vibrate at a higher frequency, or live in a higher vibrational frequency. There's winter, and we still have to do things in the winter. We still have to be prepared. We still have to keep the houses warm. We have to go to work. We have to shovel. We have to do things if you're living in a colder climate. Right now, our whole country is getting hit by, I'm in America, the whole country is getting hit by a crazy, like, ice storm lower. Ours is coming Monday, Tuesday. Remember, I live up in the mountains by the Canadian border. I live in the Adirondacks. So we're getting ours a little bit later. So the energy, you still have to keep going and doing things. It's just a quieter outside energy, and you could be putting things into place. But just like in the winter, you still have to maybe grow some seedlings. You still have to figure out how much you're going to need. You're going to have to save up to buy your seeds. You're going to have to, like, say if you're doing a farm, think of that in the way that you're growing whatever it is you're growing. There's things that you need to do. There's finances that you need to grow the seed that you have to buy. You have to buy the seeds, and then you have to prepare the land, and you have to, but once it starts, and once those seeds start coming up, then you have to feed it, you have to water it, you have to maintain it, you have to prune it. Then it becomes like whoosh, there you go. So that's the idea. I think that there's still things you need to do, but that the actual explosion of what's happening or what's going to become to fruition is, I feel like summer's when it's going to be. I keep feeling like once you get to the summer, it's going to be opening up, but it's going to be just get through the time right now. You got 3 cards from our other one, in case you're interested. This is the Oracle of Awakening. So your first card is facing fear, courage. Yes, this is what we've been talking about. It's sometimes the fears that we have keep us where we're supposed to be flourishing. And sorry. Our fear keeps us from going, or somebody puts fear in our life, whether it's our mates, whether it's the propaganda on the news, whatever. There's always some type of fear factor that's used to control people, or we just, if we don't know it, we sometimes will get that fear and it'll cripple us or slow us down from what we need to do. Pachamama is your next one. And this is blessings from the Great Mother. There are things that are coming in, but divine timing is what I'm hearing. It's just face your fears. All the things that are coming in are going to cause you to have to trust. You're going to have to use your intuition. There's going to be a fear because of the way you're always used to doing things. But you have to get past that fear so that you can actually do what you need to do and see the blossoming. It's almost like you're going to have to conquer that fear. You're going to have to take the chance. You're going to have to go to an intuition part, not a logic part, for whatever you're working toward. And I think that's a scary thing for people, because your intuition, that means you got to go within and you have to take a chance. You have to, there's a point of being secure, and there's a point of being so frozen in fear that you have to stay there, that you don't grow. So be careful that when you're making your decisions, it's not out of fear. And go inside. Go to whatever you speak to, God, spirit guides, things of that nature, or just use your inner thing and say, listen, this is a little scary, but something is telling me that I need to do this. That is your guides, your angels, the universe saying, yes, Lonnie, take the chance. We'll support you. If you believe that the universe will take care of you, it will take care of you. Okay, so it's your belief systems, but you are leaving something, and that's what they're saying. You have to leave the old ways behind so that you can come into this new thing. And it's not what you're used to, so it could be a little scary. And then ceremony, ritual, celebrate, devotion. You have something new that's coming in that you need to be focused on. There is celebration and devotion to making this come, but it's going to bring about something very beautiful for you. Whatever this is you're working on is not something bad. It's like going to give you balance, or it's going to create something you've always wanted. This is that dream that you have wanted, that you actually are putting in the seeds to make it happen. And the universe is giving a whole bunch of us that second chance, third chance, whatever, to make that dream come true. And taking the knowledge that you have learned in the mishaps, in the things that didn't come through, the fear that maybe got in the way, and learning from all that so that this new adventure, this new thing can come to fruition, because you are allowing the universe to guide you. You are allowing new things to come into your life, and you are learning from the past experiences. So maybe you are approaching this in a different energy. You're going to have a different vibration behind you. The planets are lining up to be able to make good energy be around you. We have all these planets are coming direct, which is taking the negative energy. You know what the negative energy does. We just went through 2 years of it, of these planets being in retrograde. Now, this year, all these planets, little by little, by the spring, are all going to be going direct. So little by little, I think Mercury came out, and then there was, I think Uranus or one of them came direct, and then Jupiter was going direct. And like I said, all these planets, because I think they're looping, because it's a figurative, being in retrograde is not that they're going backwards, it's that they appear to be, because on the, they're on their solar travel. So it causes not an adverse, but it causes a different effect, because the energy is coming toward us. Remember, it's energy, it's frequency, baby, frequency. We are going into a new beautiful era, but you have to choose that you want something better, or you're going to stay on the old timelines, the old frequency, and it's probably going to be heavy and bury you, or make you very stressed, or very you may think that you're comfortable and you're safe if you continue to do things the way you've been doing them, but in the long run it's going to hold you back. It's going to be not an energy that's growing you, an energy that might cause strife in your life. You might have regret, you might have things like that. So be careful that you don't regret not doing things. Okay, last card. This is from the Priestess Oracle. Ooh, let me take that one. This is one of the decks I just got for Christmas. Very beautiful. I got it online on Facebook. Another card. There we go. All right, so you have 2 different cards. One is gold frequency. That makes me just think of, yes, financial security. Now listen, money is not the only thing, but let's be frank. Money makes life a lot easier, and you have to pay bills, you have to pay rent and whatever else it is. So your financial security, whatever you desire or need, I think it's coming in. I can't guarantee, because you kind of have to do part of the work. Christ consciousness, divine light, and unconditional love. So this new way of looking at things is going to bring in a very highly charged positive frequency. Love is always a higher charged frequency than hate and pain. It can be strong and it can be powerful, but the light energy of love is charged differently than negative or down energy. And that's why the ions or eons, the creatures that work for the demigod, he made these creatures that help him, kind of like, they're kind of like demons or minions of whatever, the dark side. And he doesn't want you to succeed. They feed on anger and pain and darkness. They do not feed on light. So when the world gets too peaceful and the world gets too normal, they got to stir the shit up, because they have something they have to feed. They're hungry. They need the negative. It's kind of like Disney monsters. They were scaring the little kids. It's a Disney movie. It's Pixar. Or it's Disney Pixar? I don't know. If you've watched Monsters, the original intent was that they would go through the closets and scare the kids, and they would and fill the meter up, and they would be able to charge their world. But then the little baby, the little girl, I think her name's Boo, I'm not sure, she liked Sully and the monster, the blue one. I don't remember his name. Whatever. You get the point. You've seen the movie. You know what I'm talking about. By the end, making the children laugh was such extreme more energy that they went away from all the scaring, and they were going in and like doing stand-up comedy and stuff. And it's facetious and it's funny, but it's, even Disney was picking up that laughter and light and happiness is so much stronger than hate and pain and darkness and fear. Okay, you get more energy out of being happy, but those creatures that are feeding off of you, those entities, they are from the dark. They don't feed on light. That's why I always tell people, if you don't want the dark to be near you, you need to focus on the light, focus on the good things. Now, there's dark and light and everything, so I just want to, so people don't go, oh, you know, there's always the naysayers. There's dark and light and everything. But if you focus on the light, if you focus on the good things, if you focus, instead of being obsessed with the negative, because you're going to keep pulling negative, you find what you want. What's light? What would you like? What are you thinking on? What are you bringing in? Are you worrying about things you don't need? When you think on the light, you bring in the light. When you think on the dark, you bring in the dark. So think on the light. Think on Christ consciousness. Think of loving each other, being in a place of ultimate unconditional love. That doesn't mean you get walked all over. It means that you love people. You have compassion. You have empathy. You are going toward what is good. Your other card to finish is 2 golden serpents. You've got gold. And gold is usually enlightenment or like resources, positive enlightenment. So 2 golden serpents, life force energy, magnetic energy, and divine unions. There could be people coming in. There could be people that find their other half. When you start vibrating and you stop seeking so hardly, and you take care of yourself, and you love yourself, and you are whole within yourself, you open up the doors to other things. You bring in the people that are supposed to be in your life. When you're needy, or you don't think that you're enough within yourself, you're not going to pull the right people in, because you're trying to find someone to fill that hole. You have to fill that hole. You are the person. You have to become balanced in the yin and yang of your world, life, in your mind. You have to balance your heart and your mind. You have to be in like balance, like the temperance cards. You have to find balance to be able to create the world you want, to find happiness, to make your body feel better. Okay, so there could be people coming into union with a partner, with a friend, a soulmate, something of that nature. Because if you are in the light and you are trying to change, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I wish people would just strive to be the best human being they can be, and that they really want to help humanity. They want to help their fellow people. They want to be a good person. They don't want to rip people off. It's trying. Because if you're trying, you're getting closer. So I hope this message will help you guys. You have some things that are coming in. You need to continue to work toward. You have to start releasing all the old ways or things that you did or have done. And you see things from a new perspective. If you have a goal, you need to continue to work on it, though know that it's a slow moving, steady, strong energy. So guys, have a great day. Stay warm. If you're dealing with colds or any kind of weather things, I hope you guys will stay safe, and I'm sending out love and safety for everybody dealing. Have a great day.